Alright, here we go with round 2 of Yorick's adventures in solo queue. Look at it from your view here. I'm going to turn on the scoreboard because I like being able to watch what people buy and the things they do. This game looks a little bit more crazy, and I bet you just go straight to lane, which is bad. You don't want to go straight to lane. You don't have to leash a Shaco, and Shaco does really well against Jax early because he can just kill Jax at level 2 and invade his shit, which they were doing. You actually went to Tribrush this time, which is good. Head of the game there. You did your job this time. And you start hard shoving the wave. This is the second time where you've begun hard shoving the wave without a clear idea why you're doing it. You know Jax was starting blue. You guys got an invade off. And you saw him there. Jax will only go where he's gonna start. And you guys warded the other buff. And Shaco was taking it. So you knew, considering you took the other one, that Gnar was leashing blue for Jax. So the fact that you're pushing so hard is a terrible idea because Jax will have stun when he comes to gank you from river, where once again you have a ward. You know they're starting topside, and you haven't warded to watch for the early gank, which is bad. Really, really bad. Really bad. So you have plenty of time to drop a ward. You have plenty of time to double check, and you don't. You don't. It just doesn't happen. So, once again, you're at risk of dying early. And once again, you probably don't die when you should. You absolutely should. Now, Gnar's supposed to outpoke you in the early levels, and he should have an advantage here. The goal is you make it to your mid game, and you do more damage. And you hope he doesn't just CC chain you to death. Looks like too much shit happens in this game just based on the timeline here. I really don't like the way that looks. Okay, you drop another ward. Once again, it's in a bad spot. Put it towards the end. And you know he has Blast Gun available, so you should be dropping it later in the river. Especially when two waves first meet, it's going to be a while before any of them actually die to minions. So it's safe to walk further down, and you won't miss any XP. Gnar is hard shoving. You wail on him once when he has advantage. He has more minions than you. It's bad. It worked, but it's bad. That's a Shaco support? Okay, whatever. You're gonna lose this game because it's Shaco support, but whatever. I'm really not a fan of it. I mean, anything, it has potential. Anything can work. Toss your E out. You had it, right? Yeah, you did. You just use your E. That would work just fine. Right, now he has minion advantage. And he has XP advantage because he has minion advantage. He's killed more minions than you have. You guys hit level 4 at about the same time. Alright. Everybody's pinging because there's a fight happening down here. Technically, Yorick should win this. I don't see a world where Jax wins an early level 3 fight against a healing champion. But now you know Warwick's topside along with Jax. So you know their jungler's topside, which means you want to be trying to get shoved in. Because Gnar is about to transform back. Ta-da! Which means now he has no CC besides the slow. Which is really annoying, but to be fair, I mean, should be fine. Toss your E out. Toss your E out. Toss your E out. Or not. That's fine. Whatever. Just focus on CSing. I'm gonna cue that right, yeah. Okay, now Jax is getting invaded. And you... Okay, Gnar's still here. Or Warwick's getting invaded, sorry. You can go help Warwick. That's okay. The wave's shutting into him, so you have time. It's not the end of the world if you just leave your lane and go help. You have a ward up too, so that was also a decent time to ward. It's bad because it's pushing into him, so you're gonna miss at least one minion, but you know, it's not the end of the world. And once again, your ward's in a terrible spot. You're gonna need to work on that. Also, don't hit him under tower unless you can get out of tower range before it shoots you. Because you just took like, what, 150 damage? Yeah, like 100 damage. Alright, they're setting a dive up. Warwick's only level 4. He can't do this. This is a terrible idea. Oh, you're level 6. But he's about level 6, yeah? Yeah, he's almost level 6. And he's about to transform. Which means he's gonna get a bunch of health back when he does transform. Which means he'll probably kill you guys. And you didn't kill the minion wave. He didn't have a minion wave to go in on. You're gonna die for this, right? No. He burns your flash. Holy shit. Terrible. That was really terrible. If your jungler wants to do that, number one, ping him no. That's a terrible that's a terrible dive. Number two, you can do that, but you have to kill the minions. You have to kill the minions for that to be possible. So just wail on the minions before you pop your Shrine Maiden to go dive. And make your Shrine Maiden attack him first, so your champions can kill him while Maiden tanks the tower for you. That's the idea behind that. You want to have your Shrine Maiden attack him first. That way she takes the damage. Now you see this teleport because you can always see it from Fog of War. It's not a problem. You know for sure you saw that. So there's plenty of time to, you know, oh, you should have queued the other one because that one was dying more. You want to attack the one that's dying more. You don't want to attack the one that's not getting hit. And once again, you're hard shoving this wave. Like super hard shoving this wave. Which is fine. It's not the end of the world, but I mean, I don't like it. You're allowed to do this. I mean, it's fine. Especially when your jungler isn't there to help you because he's bot side invading his shit again and killing his ass because he has XP advantage. But you're not helping this situation. You're making the fact that Warwick is getting a huge lead and is invading the crap out of this dude a lot harder to pull off. Because you're not really helping him in any way. Which is the goal. It's a team game, so the more you help your team, the better off you are. Remember, you're at always, every single time. No matter how bad you think your team is, no matter how awful you think, like, insert player here is, or, you know, the person that's 0-10. Oh shit, they're having a bad game, way. You're always at the elo you belong in. All the time. If you haven't climbed, it's because you haven't played enough games. If you know, haven't won enough games to go up and you're going down instead, well, you're not doing something right and you need to fix it. Like there's always something you're doing wrong if you're not moving up the ladder. And it's good that you've, you know, been reaching out and been looking for ways to fix that. The reason I'm talking so much is because otherwise the videos get fucking boring if nobody's saying anything. So it's better to just, you know, talk. Alright. So far you've gotten Sheen, got cloth armor, which is good. It's a good idea. Because they only have 2 AP sources this time. They have 3 attack damage sources. Jax usually goes some sort of on-hit build, especially if he's in the jungle like that. I don't like Jax jungle. I'm not a huge fan. I assume he's going to go tank Jax jungle, but, you know, this is solo queue, so he probably won't. Once again, bad ward. And unlucky Maiden, who is super sad all the time, because she just tanked tower for you and took all that damage. That's a decent blast cone, because I assume you saw Jax coming and you knew he was going to come gank. You're going to die though. You're definitely going to die. Minion block, that sucks. Character spazzed out there. You weren't going to make it out. You were definitely going to die, because if it comes down to it, Morgana's still right here and you have to run through towers, and there's no way to run through mid lane without getting hit by at least one tower. So even if you come around here and back up, then they're just going to hop this wall and kill you. So you weren't getting out of that. That's a good gank by Jax. Now your job is to drop your pink ward in this tri-brush to stop Jax from just killing your ass. And you want to be shoving this when you have your ward up and it's, protecting you. But if you don't have this ward up to protect you, then don't. Just sit back here and freeze it. And, harass him if he tries to go kill this ward. So once again, you're playing Yorick. Your job is sit in a side wave, split push, and be better than the guy you're going up against. Because the whole idea is you are a better player than he is, and that's why you're playing Yorick. Also, please just hit the lowest health minion. Don't... Yeah, don't just hit the minions at full health because you think your Q will kill it. Just hit the ones you know you will get. Alright, they're fighting down here. Unstoppable, by the way. Alright. That's a weird wall, but I mean, it works. It got you away from him, but I don't know why you're worried. Like, I really don't know why you're worried. You have armor, and he has health. So when it comes down to it, like, you can just kill him. You have a Sheen. He's nothing. So. What else? That's a weird roam. Don't do that again. And if you do, drop wards on your way. You're not going to put your pink in here, are you? No. You're not going to put a ward in there either? No, don't feel like it? That sucks. Why did you queue the... Okay. Also, I don't know why you did that either. General rule of thumb. 2 tower hits and 1 auto attack from you will kill a melee minion and give you the gold. So if you wait for the tower to hit it twice, you can hit it once. Ooh, do you get this? Do you get this? You get this. Good job. Once again, you realize you had minion advantage. You had your maiden up. You can just kill his ass. Like, you have damage. He does not. So, it's good you finally realized that, but, whatever. The biggest thing here, so far, has been you've not respected the jungle start 2 games in a row. You've been putting your ward in a bad spot 2 games in a row. You haven't been protecting your tri-brush to keep yourself from getting, screwed 2 games in a row. You haven't tried to use your teleport to save anybody 2 games in a row, either bot or mid. Usually bot's the place you go. You get first tower, or second tower, because they already had first tower, which is good. I mean, yay. But if he chases you this hard and the minions just kill his ass, that's total disrespect. If he chases this deep into minions, you can kill him, even on low health or low mana, because he's at a level disadvantage. 1 level is the same as getting an item advantage. That's a terrible pink ward. That is a total garbage pink ward. Don't do that again. Put it at, like, just barely inside the pit, because it'll catch all that shit, and it'll catch a little bit out here. Usually people ward the front of the pit right here. Once again, you have minion advantage. You can just walk up and force him off. You have the health and mana advantage now because you got that plant, which was smart. It's good to walk into that river and get your shit. Okay, you still have the minion wave coming in, and you have more minions. You can kill him, especially when his Gnar bar was so low. Once it turns yellow, that's about the time you're like, okay, he's going to be, transforming pretty soon. He's going to be looking for that sick Gnar ult into the wall kill. Because, he has 2 forms. This tiny one that he doesn't have an ulti on. He just has QWE, and his W's a passive. It doesn't do anything. It just puts that ring around you, and when he hits 3 rings, then it pops. His Q's a boomerang. This is the one where he has actual abilities. E is his hop. If he hits an enemy in his E form or something, he bounces. He does it again. His W in big scary form is that huge stun box thing, the rectangular stun box. Kill that thing. Good. I don't know why you're down here. You're not gonna get anything down here. There's nothing to get. Their bot lane isn't very overextended. Apparently they are. But yeah, they weren't very overextended. You got a bunch of flashes for that. 2, 1, 1. But like there really wasn't. Gnar should have just kept pushing us, because he could have killed that tower. You go for a weird invade. Lux gets a huge amount of damage off. Smart, because she just finished her eye and just see. Whenever Jack starts spinning his staff above his head and he's twirling it, that means you can't kill him. He's just dodging everything. So you can just run away. You see that happen? And once that ends, a little stun goes out. So if you're far enough away, stun won't hit you. But just in general, usually he's gonna jump when he wants to end it, which stuns you. So usually you can't dodge stun, but you can't kill him if he's spinning his thing. So just don't bother trying to hit him if he's spinning it, because otherwise he'll just kill you like what happened. So once again, you're going top. It's a weird teleport, but you started walking, but you decided to teleport. Just kill that minion. Kill that minion. It's okay to just. You don't have to attack the closest minion, no matter what health it's at. You can attack other minions. You can just walk back and start queuing these casters, because your Q can one-hit these casters now. You have plenty of damage. Okay, now leave. Once again, bad word. Leave. Leave. You don't have teleport. You wasted it by going topside. You can't assist for this dragon now, but you can go get this herald. You can do that. Yorick with herald is the scariest split pusher in the game. Nothing beats a Yorick with a herald buff. Here comes Jax, you're dead. Stun. Oh, how did he fuck that up? Okay, you got lucky. He fucked that up. You should have died, because he had transformation. Jax would have landed the stun if he had just ended it, and then Gnar would have just ulted you against the wall, and then stunned you afterwards, and then you would have died. Gnar burst combo with his ulti is sick. Super good. You guys already won this game. His fortune set his balls, and Caitlyn won't be relevant for like 30 more minutes. Unless she just gets like a bajillion kills in every team fight. But even then, it's super hard for her to catch up now. Mustard. See, your Q can just kill all the casters. You can just walk in the back, Q the casters, wait for the minions to get the melee ones low, turn around and kill the melees. You don't have to hit the closest minion. You have to hit the minion you can kill. See, now they want your help. And you don't have teleport, because you used it topside instead of just walking up there. He wasn't going to get it. Luckily, Vigor scales. And Warwick just becomes, a monster. You're pushing. You had the option to go get Herald while Gnar defended mid tower. You had the option of super hard pushing. You had the option of getting this Herald though. Getting this Herald, and taking this Herald down here. Do you know how hard they would be panicking if you had Herald taking this tower with your maiden and you? You kill her, right? Okay, good. Tower range ends like back here. Just queue the tower. Just queue the tower, yeah. See, there's the stun. That's how he should be doing it. When you're fighting somebody, make sure they go into your minions. You can kill them in your minions. And then you can drop a ward in this bush, so that way they don't drop minion aggro. How'd he miss that? What? Okay. He should die for that. He didn't. But okay, so far, the consensus seems to be number 1. Watch where the jungler starts. That's important. Watch when your lane shows up to know where the enemy jungler starts. Watch where the bot lane shows to know where the enemy jungler starts. Don't just start hard shoving the wave. also, unless you mean to, unless you have a reason for shoving it in. You didn't have a reason. I'm sure that thought never occurred to you. So only start attacking the minions. That means shoving, because the other minions will have less health than your minions, which means they will push faster. That's important. Make sure when you are shoving the wave, it's because you know you won't get ganked early. If you are shoving the wave, make sure you go ward once the minion wave resets, because then you have time. You have lots of time to go leave when the waves reset. If you're going up against somebody that has a leap and jump, watch out for this. This blast cone. This blast cone's super dangerous. A ward over the wall or a ward right here goes like a million miles against something like that. If you have a pink ward, don't drop it back here. Drop it up here. Protect yourself. Try brush. I'm not sure how you defended that, but whatever. It's okay to build Trinity Force. It's okay to build parts of Trinity Force. It's not okay to build a Stinger and sit 300 gold away from finishing it. Just finish your boots. It's not the end of the world. Get this Jorm's Fist and start stacking it. It's perfect. You get a bunch of bonus health as long as you stack it. You have your pink wards, but you don't use them. Or trinket wards, don't use them. You have pink ward, 1. You used 1 pink ward so far, and we're 22 minutes in this game. You need a lot more pink wards. You need to use your pink wards a lot more. You need to use them more aggressively. If you take this tower, drop that shit in their jungle. You take this tower, drop that shit in their jungle. Like, you want to move your wards. Like, this vision so far has done nothing for you. Nobody's gone for Rift Herald. It's done absolutely nothing. This has been a wasted 75 gold. It hasn't stopped you from getting ganked. It hasn't told you that you should back off. It hasn't told you that you've been safe to keep pushing. It's done absolutely nothing. It was a waste of a pink ward. Gnar's gonna die. There's no way he doesn't. Boom. Easy. Pink wards are only as good as the information you get from them. If you get no information from them because you place them in a crap spot, then it was a waste of gold. Good pink wards will tell you stuff like, oh, Jax is at blue buff, or oh, somebody's running through this area right here. Like, this is a good ward. Like, this free trinket ward has seen Morgana and known that she was coming to kill you guys, and they could back off. This was a good ward. This has provided 300 gold worth of protection. Like, that's amazing. Yours has done nothing. So you want to put your wards in places where you can get information out of them. You want to be able to get something from it. You want to protect yourself or be aggressive with it. Like, these are aggressive, deep wards that look to catch people like this. Now you know Morgana's in the jungle, and you know she's walking topside, which means if you fight mid lane, she won't be there, and you know that. Like, these are so good. You need to move your wards too. Every back, try to buy a pink ward. Every single back. Especially the more you get into team play, the closer you get to, like, closer to gold, closer to plat, etc. Like, you're going to need that help. You're going to need those wards. And you're going to need them in good spots. Not just anywhere. And you don't need to be like, oh my god, I just bought this pink ward. Do I put it here? Do I put it here? Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Is this pink ward okay? Am I okay with it? Is it going to help me? No, just fucking drop it. And then we can figure it out later, whether it was bad or whether it was good. Okay, you shouldn't be grouping. You don't have the ability to group. You're Yorick. You're not going to do much in a team fight. They're invading, and you have teleport. Your goal is to sit in these lanes, and when this shit starts happening, you TP in to help, but you're not TPing in. You have to be looking for that. That's a skill you have to develop. Not everybody's going to be able to just tell you in comms when it's time to teleport. Eventually, you're going to have to pick it up and learn how to do it. I'm sure your warding this game was awful. I'm sure it was basically 0. But see, like, all these, whoever is the snowman for the wards, that person is amazing. I love them so much. That's good harassment on Caitlyn. You're going to force her back into the base. Which means that they're not going to be able to do much with this pressure. Now you should use your trinket ward right here. Right here in this hallway. That way you know that it's safe to get this blue buff. And you won't get screwed by everyone walking in here and killing you. You're not going to do that though. And you're not going to get punished for it. So you're not going to learn. That's fine, because I'm telling you. Once again, if you already have a pink in the pit, why are you warding it? It's already warded. Don't worry about it. That's a waste of your trinket. You could have gotten jungle vision instead, which would have been a lot more beneficial to you, especially if you're pushing like this. If you don't see, he just hops the wall and tries to kill you. The reason he's able to do that is because you didn't have jungle vision. You didn't use your trinket to defend yourself. If you don't defend yourself with jungle vision, you're going to die like that repeatedly all the time. And when you're playing a split pusher like Yorick, that's going to hurt. That's going to make you look bad. It's going to give you that 5 death KDA. So I'm sure you guys end up winning this game. And I'm just going to turn it on times 8 because now it's all macro play stuff. It's all team-based things. You shouldn't be grouping anymore. You should still be sitting in side lanes even though there's no towers to get. Your whole goal is buy a bunch of pink wards on your backs and move your pink wards deeper in their jungle to make sure they don't have vision. Like put one here, and then put one here, and then put one here, and then go bot lane. And then just put one trinket ward on a side bush. That way you have a pink and a yellow ward, and it's safe for you to just keep pushing this until you see them in the jungle, and then you know they're there, and it's safe. And you can just back away. And then when they run away because you left and there's no point in going to defend this anymore, you push back up. And the rest of your team can do all kinds of shit with that. But your whole goal is to provide pressure. You're not doing that. You're just kind of running around and grouping with your team. And when you do split push, you don't ward and then you die for it. That's a weird teleport. Don't use your teleport like that ever again, please. Just walk to the lane. You only want to use your teleport for team fighting. Just in general. Just, yeah. Or if a team fight's already started and there's no way you can win it, but, you know, minions are at their tower, then you can TP in to destroy a tower. But, like, you're not going to get, oh, this game's already over. You guys already won. I'm exiting this game because that's ridiculous. Like, that was fucking dumb. Alright. I'm not going to end the recording until I summarize the video one more time. So first off, watch when your lane shows up to lane. Don't make the same mistake where you should get ganked top and then you don't repeatedly. That's terrible. Number 2, drop your ward in the first ward deeper in the bush or in the river and watch for the blast cone pop. Like, that's super dangerous. And it's okay for you to invade if you know their jungler isn't there. And take the blast cone yourself just to burn it, just to get rid of it, so that way you can't get ganked that way. At the same time, use your pink wards more. Like, you need a lot more pink wards. You need to be buying and using a lot of pink wards. You're not doing it. What else? For trading in lane, you only want to do it when you have more minions than the other guy. That's the safest rule of thumb when you're first learning how to solo lane. As for other things, I don't want to give you too much because this is your first one with me, but you did fine. I mean, you won one game, you lost one game. So overall, like, you did okay. But you're not warding effectively. You're not using your trinket on cooldown. You're not using your pink wards. You're buying one, dropping it in the back of Baron Pit where it's the least helpful, and then not paying attention to it. It's okay to move your pink wards. It's okay to buy several and drop them in multiple places. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. If you have any questions about ward placements or ward timings, I can give you information, stuff about that. But as for just in general, cheese ganks usually happen about a minute 45, a minute 50. So if anybody has like a weird level 2 where they can kill you, Shaco, Udyr, etc., um, Jarvan, then usually it's after they take red buff too. Usually they need red buff to be able to do it. But it can still happen with blue buff. You know, it happens. Um, but in general, uh, 145 is about the time you need to be warding to protect yourself from that. If you have a jungler who you suspect will try to cheese you, um, if you don't, usually 210, 215 is about the time they try that level 3 gank because they started bot side, they killed their wolves, they killed their second buff, and they're coming top side. It takes time to walk up that way, and 315 is about the time that usually people start, the faster clears start showing up, and it'll protect you from the 330 where the medium clears show up, and the 345 where the slow clears show up. Um, yeah, you push waves right away instead of waiting to see where the other guy is. If the other guy doesn't show up right away, that's bad. That usually means you're about to get screwed. So just in general, pay attention to when your laner shows up. Put your wards deeper in the river. Watch out for the blast cone gank where they use the blast cone to pop over and come in at you. Don't just push aimlessly. You know, have an idea of why you're doing it. Use your pink wards more. Use your trinket wards more. If you're going to be split pushing, make sure you ward the jungle before you start split pushing. Um, that way you're kind of protected from somebody hopping a wall and killing you. And you can back off before you can get screwed. That's pretty much it. Um, the other stuff in there is mostly like mechanical decisions or fighting decisions, and that varies by champion matchup. What champion you're playing, what champion they're playing, what level you are, what items you have, etc., etc., etc. So I'm not gonna go too in depth with those next time, and I'll try to refrain from like, oh, you're level 11, Gnar's level 10, he doesn't have his Mega Form, and you have full health and mana, and he doesn't, go kill him. Or you have like double wave advantage on him, and he has no minions, and he's chasing you into yours. I'll give you heads up when stuff like that happens, but where it's like really obvious. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to catch on it because I'm not a top laner. I'm just not. So I'm not going to be able to tell you whether um, this top laner is better than this top laner or not, because that's not what I do. That's not my job. But yeah, sums it up. Doorbell's here, so I gotta go answer that. But yeah, good luck. I'll post this up on YouTube for you.